There are many jobs that can give you PR. Depends on your situation, depends on your location. The job that's going to help you get PR largely depends on the province where you reside in. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Celine Chibuzo, and on this channel I break down all you need to know about studying, living and thriving in Canada. I also like to share my knowledge and life experiences. If this sounds like something you like, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post more videos. For my old subscribers, thank you guys so much. In today's video, guys, it's more like a discussion. I want to talk about the jobs that can give you PR in Canada. A lot of people keep asking this question. So the first thing I want you to know is the job that will give you PR will largely or depends so much on the province that you're currently located. Whether you're schooling, whether you're working, that's a very big factor. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is most of those provinces have their provincial nomination pathways to PR, and on their website, they would always list the jobs that are in high demand or the jobs that they are currently considering for PR. A job that could give you PR in Ontario might not give you PR in Manitoba. It might not give you PR in Alberta. So you don't follow people, like check where you are. Many people get this all wrong. Oh, I have a friend, he was working in the bank, or he was working as sales administrator, or he was working as business administrator, he was working as a secretary, and he was able to get PR. You're not going to carry the same job. You're not in the same province. You're not in the same pathway. It doesn't work like that. So please, the first thing you need to consider is the province you're located in. Go to their website, check the jobs that they are currently taking. And you don't have to wait till you graduate. For those that are still schooling, I've said it before, it's better you prepare ahead of time so that you position and condition your mind. You know the kind of jobs you're going to be looking for, or even the kind of job you need as your part-time job. Okay. The next thing you want to check is the category based draws for the express entry. So why RCC have category based draws? If you check the last couple of draws they've been doing, they focus so much on healthcare. They've also done like people in education. Of course, they've done some provincial nomination draws, which boils down to the occupations that those provinces are considering. They've also done the French draws. So if your head can carry the French, please learn it by all means and write the exam. The cutoff for that one is way lesser than the other kind of draws. So it's also something you want to consider as well. Now, I've seen a lot of people like making this mistake of graduating and you want to focus on what you studied on, or you got a job that pays you well and you don't consider your PR, you want to get your pay first. I know that most people, in fact, everyone that came here spent a lot of money to study, okay? And some people cannot wait to recover the money and all that. But I would just say wait a little bit more and get your PR first so that you do not miss the opportunity. Most people misplace priorities a lot. I'm telling you, like I've heard stories of somebody that's graduated from a province that has a PR pathway, and the person was like, I didn't get a job in my province. And you didn't wait just a little bit more. You're looking for a high paying job. The person was considering, okay, here and Ontario, and they moved. How can you study in an Atlantic province that have pathways for people that graduated there and you move to Ontario because you got a job that pays higher? And then the person went there, worked for 2 years, and after trying no PR or nothing, person is now coming back to the province when the work permit has just 5 months left. Like at that point, it's too late. What can be done for the person? It only takes the grace of God. The next thing you want to look at is the Canadian experience class. For that one, they're not really particular about the kind of job you're doing as long as it's a skilled job and then you've done it for a whole year. So it could either be tier 0, 1, 2, or 3, any job you want to do. But what I want to tell you guys is the Canadian experience class, it's not for everybody. It works with your age. That's the express entry. It works with your age, previous education, your language test result, the scores, and all that. Some people will come and tell you, I have a friend, he was working in the bank, or he was working in this company, he was doing this IT job, he was doing this job. and got PR via the Canadian experience class, and you carry yourself to go and put inside that job, are you the same age with that person? Did you guys score the same thing in the language test results? Do you even know if that person also knows French and probably wrote the French exam? They could have masters, you know. Once you get up to 30 years of age and above, you begin to lose points in the express entry pool for every time you clock your birthday. So if you come to study in Canada, for example, and you're doing a 2 years program, in that 2 years, you already lost 10 points on your age. Then studying in Canada gives you 15 points. Take away the 10 points you already lost due to age from the 15. You're left with five, meaning your 2 years or 1 year of studying in Canada only gave you 5 points, depending on your age. So why don't we act like smartly? That's it. Canadian experience class is not for everybody. That's the truth. I'm telling you guys the hard truth, how it is. Let nobody sugarcoat anything for you. PR these days is like getting so tough, and you have to be very strategic. You have to plan very well so that you do not even make mistake. Let somebody not mislead you. So many people have exhausted their work permit and they don't know the next step. Don't wait till the last minute. You might have 3 years PGWP and you'll be like, oh, 3 years is a lot of time. Before you know it, that 3 years moves so fast and you wouldn't even know what you use that for. That's why I always encourage people, if you know the job that gives PR in the province where you are, just get such kinds of job, align, start doing it so that even though your time is going, you're getting the required hours. Now, IRCC reduced the number of slots all the provinces have for PR this year. So that's why it's very competitive. Most of these provinces will list it clearly on their website. They'll tell you these are the jobs you're considering right now. These are the people we're giving priority right now because they do not have enough slots. Although I heard in the news last week that they're going to increase their slots. Or as of the time of making this video, I've not heard about like the number of slots they gave them, the extra numbers and all that. But whatever the case is, even if they increase their slots, it's still competitive. We have so many people that are due or who have applied. Of course, they're going to consider those that are in occupations that are hard to fill. So please just have it at the back of your mind that your location matters so much. Someone who is an accountant or somebody who worked as even a front desk staff could get PR in one remote province or in one remote location in Manitoba or in one rural community, and you that you see yourself in Vancouver, for example, you will not get it with the same job. Okay, so everything really boils down to where you are. And also check your age, check your marital status. Don't say this person got with Canadian experience, he's my classmate, and he got by doing this job. He referred me to get a job in this bank with him. We're working as customer service, we're working as this or that, and he got or she got, and so I'm going to get. You guys are not the same age. That person could be single, you might be married. Once you're married, you already lose points because you're already adding spouse. The only way you can reclaim that point is your spouse will also need to write the exam, their education, if they also have work experience in Canada, all those things are considered. So you really, really need to look into this very well. This is what I wanted to share with you guys today. A lot of people have been messed up with these PR things because they made the very wrong decision. Forget about high paying jobs right now, to be honest. And one thing I want to tell you guys is that most times these jobs that will give you PR are not something you really want to do. That's just the truth. But go ahead, do it. At least for the time. Start. Most times starting such jobs can even help you pivot into another kind of career in the long run. So you don't really have to be so rigid. Oh, I did masters in this, I did masters in that, so I must do that kind of job. Will the job give you PR? That's what you want to notice. That's what you want to find out. That's what you want to know. It's not I studied this, I studied that. That's not the bottom line. That's not the point. The point is which job will give me PR if that is your dream of coming to study in Canada. You plan that you want to get PR in the long run. You really want to consider that. A lot of people moved into the healthcare sector in Ontario because they know that that's where the oil is. That's where they're getting PR. If you don't get from the province, you likely get from the federal government. Those are the kind of things you want to consider. I am not saying everyone would be in the health sector, so you don't get me wrong. The point I'm trying to make is It is different for different people. The job that could get me PR might not be the job that will get you PR depending on your situation and circumstances. Another thing you need to find out is the company you're working for. Do they sign? Do they support? Some people will tell you from the onset, we'll give you a good job, we're going to pay you well, but we do not do anything like PR, we don't support and all that. If you know they're not going to support you for PR, then what are you doing there? Like, you don't even have to waste second minutes there. Some people, while you're interviewing them, they will even ask the question from the beginning. I get that so many people are scared. They don't want to ask during their interview so that it doesn't look like, oh, you're here for PR. But it's a mutual relationship. I'm here to work for you, and then I want you to sponsor me for PR. So if you are in a place where you're looking to get provincial nomination, and most times such nominations might require you to have a job offer from an employer in that province, please confirm that that employer is eligible to sign for you before you even accept the job offer so that you do not cry in the end. I've seen a lot of people that spend time working for an employer for 6 months, 1 year, 9 months, and when they like got the required hours, they try to apply and they told them, sorry, we do not sign, we do not support. Like, it can be very frustrating to know that at that time. And I wouldn't want any of you to fall into that situation. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Share it to somebody that needs it. Thank you so much. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Bye.